Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another showing of the Midnight Broadcasting Network on YouTube. My name is Slade84. Today we have the Heart of Dixie 250 at Talladega Superspeedway here for our Ronin Imports Truck Series. I am here today with Bulldog46X underscore MBN. That's a long one. And now the new username of JRM underscore Keffer7, the old WV fan 18, will be with us tonight, and we should have a great show for you guys. 18 trucks qualified, 16 made the race here for the truck series, and it should be an exciting one.
Yeah, it really should be. I mean, it's a plate race. It's a wild card. We don't really know who's gonna get up there. I mean, it's gonna be definitely interesting. Maybe some names we ain't heard of or ain't really seen the top guys. Should be interesting.
Yeah, man. Talladega provided a lot of great races here today, here on NASCAR 83. Once you can get that high line going, should provide for some great racing overall, and you might see some 3 wide here tonight, depending on how aggressive the drivers are going to be. WVU, or Keffer, excuse me, I get used to that.
It's okay.
For these super speedways, what do you think these guys in our truck series are going to look for? They're going to go keep single file on the bottom for most of this race, and all that, or what, are they going to try to make it 3 wide, 2 wide? What do you think they're going to do tonight?
I think if they were smart, it's 94 laps, I believe. They would kind of get there, get their buddies around them and draft. But there's been a lot of anger between all the drivers today, a lot of attitude, honestly, that I've heard in the pits and what's going on. And honestly, dude, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of give and take. I'll be honest with you, I think it's gonna be a pretty rough race out there.
You know, this is also the first plate race Midnight's had since the horrendous Xfinity Series race we had there that was god awful. So it's definitely interesting to see what it's in this field. And actually, the guy who won the last plate race in Midnight's in the field tonight, and that's Jay Hyper. He's looking to be real strong.
Yeah, my as you said, Jay Hyper, the guy's truck on your screen, excuse me, is the number 8. He's filling in for Mystic Wall. Couldn't make it tonight, but Jay Hyper on the pole for the Heart of Dixie 250. And just Jay Hyper, he's been pretty fast all season, and the Midnight Series, along with you, Bulldog, been a couple of the fastest guys in that series. And decided to run a truck race tonight, and he gets the pole. So as we go on, the qualifying order has been set. Before we go to the qualifying order, I guess we do a qualifying order first.
Alright, Slade, just breaking news. I don't know. I'm being told that I'm actually going to run this race, so I'm not really sure what's happening.
Well, alright then. So it's going to be an 18.
I don't know. So just want to give you that little bit of info there.
So y'all are running 18 trucks?
I guess. I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and mute my mic for a second just to figure this out.
Yep, some miscommunications. There's been a lot of miscommunications today, but we're going to go with the starting order here today. I guess we're going to have to redo it. I mean, it's going to be the same. They're just going to add 2 trucks at the very end who didn't make it, WVU, and then NRG was the other one, who races in our beginner series mainly, but he just because of his schedule. Alright, so Keffer is going to the track now. And we have the starting order. Of course, on your screen on the pole is the 8 of Jay Hyper. Second appears to be the 28 of Bags. Third goes to the 92 of Ghost. Detox Ghost is his new username. Fourth goes to the 21 of Will, or from the back. Starting 5th is the 41 of Crocodile. Starting 6th will be the 15 truck of Broncos, MBN underscore Bronx, new username. Starting 7th will be the 74 truck of Trey. Starting 8th will be the 88 of NASCAR Extreme. Starting 9th will be the 24 of SLO underscore SE. Starting 10th will be the 87 of Razor Sharp. Starting 11th will be the 2 of Jimbo Slice. Starting 12th, last week's winner, PRS man, now known as J_Mons. Starting 13th will be the 18 of A Trout. Starting 14th will be the 30. Okay, this is where communication error happened. I believe. Okay, starting 14th. Sorry, the two people ran 33s. 14th will be the 13 now of Creed. He'll be 14th. Starting 15th is the 98 of Republican. Starting 16th is the 33 of Canfield. Starting 17th will be the 47 of NRG. And starting 18th in the 25 NASCAR Pro League driver, JRM_Kepper, known as WVU fan.
Well, I heard talks before the race, really. I heard maybe the SHR cars were really trying to hook up with maybe some of the JRM. I know that maybe, Will hooking up with NASCAR Extreme and then Republican Racing and PRS, man. I was hanging out with a part of them earlier, and they're looking to make that high side work tonight. And that's really what it takes, is great coordination. I know their parties may be split up, but when guys make it work, they make it work.
For sure, and as we just got the order there, who is, and you mentioned, maybe the Stewart Haas guys could work with the Junior Motorsports guys or WV Motorsports guys. Who is your pick for tonight's race there, Bulldog?
It's really a wild card shot. Nah. I hate to play favorites, but I'm gonna have to go with my two guys, NASCAR Extreme and Republican Racing.
And that is
SHR tonight.
88 and 98. We have for that.
My pick gonna be really easy to see.
Oh yeah, that old Menard scheme. But for my pick tonight, I usually go with my guys. Razor Sharp's had a very impressive past couple weeks. He's kept it clean. And Jay Hyper is going to be in there tonight, but I'm going to keep that streak going. I'm going to go with Razor Sharp again. I would pick Jay Hyper, but our kind of thing is we'll pick truck regulars, just because, makes it more fun for them and us. So I'm going to go with Razor Sharp again. He's had a couple consistent weeks. He's kept it clean, and can't wait to see what he can do tonight. But also, make sure to watch out for from the back. He has a pretty good truck here tonight. Jay Hyper, of course, pretty fast. And like you said, watch out for the 15 of Broncos, making, I believe it's his first truck series start. He's starting 6th in that not unsponsored number 15 Silverado. So we'll see what he can do.
I raced with him here a couple of days ago in another league, and Broncos struggles at some of the 1.5 miles and short tracks, but he has her dialed in on these plate tracks. Because that's what he was telling me the other day that's what he ran to try to get used to the game, and he ran a whole lot of it. He was one of those guys that just joined lobbies, Daytona, Talladega, and could run what he could run. You run those, it pays off for you at the plate tracks.
That is for sure, man. Like you said before, it could be a wild card for anybody who can win this. Sorry for the blue screen, ladies and gentlemen. We now have invites for the race. They cannot hear Bulldog. Sorry. Had to let that know.
Yeah, I got an invite from NRG handbags.
Alright. I should about left the lobby. So 20 cars, or 20 trucks. 18 trucks in the field tonight. Should be a very exciting race. Talladega always brings a great show.
A lot of guys coming into this race. I sat in a party early with them, and a lot of these guys that are starting on the high side, I know Will wants to do it. They're going to run that wall that first lap, just to build momentum and get speed going in their cars, and maybe have a little bit more of a run on the inside.
Alright, sorry for the blue screen. That's weird. Okay, that's weird. Sorry for the blue screen, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have someone else joining us in the booth tonight. If he's online. Sorry, I don't see him. Alright, here
it has the yellow stripes and all on that car.
Let's see, we've got any custom trucks here? I think Bags
yeah, we
is the only one. Bags, this truck.
That's a pretty sharp truck with the red and black and white. I always like a white truck.
I thought Eris was orange. Is it not?
It is, but guess he decided to go with a little red tonight.
Alright, we got any other custom trucks we got to the field? Make sure you guys know who this is. Well, you could call that a custom truck. The 15 of Broncos. Unsponsored, or sponsored by Chevrolet, I guess you could say. Let's see. Anyone else in a custom truck, or is that it? 98's going with an alternate scheme with the Protect the Harvest 98. And from the back, it's going with the ISM Connect, the blue, red, white, and blue truck. Looks pretty good.
It's definitely some. Oh, I like that number 13 Liberty tags. I know I ran that truck a couple times, and once at ISM, and once at Atlanta, and I think I ran that one of the 2 times I ran that truck.
Alright, so Smoke Fan should be joining us here shortly, but as he gets in here, 18 trucks here tonight for the Midnight Broadcasting Network Truck Series. The Ronin Imports Truck Series is here at the Talladega Superspeedway for the Heart of Dixie 250. These guys are now onto this long front stretch, and you gotta remember, it's past the tri-oval here. Its start-finish line is past the tri-oval, unlike any other track.
Are you getting a little lag for some guys?
It's a little bit, not bad. It usually happens on the
A little bit. I was kind of, I was kind of seeing that 28 and 8 kind of lagging a little bit. I know Croc got his internet kind of figured out.
All right, here we go. We are underway here for the Heart of Dixie 250 at Talladega Superspeedway, and you see they're already 3 wide in the back. Hopefully they sort that out, and they do.
That was actually a very, very good job. A couple guys trying to be me, making it 3 wide.
Yeah. Oh, you've changed, huh? You've gotten a little better with that. Oh, the 41 is a little squirrely right now. We're fine though.
I'm getting a whole lot of lag.
I'm not that bad now that we're here. As you're there, single file for the first 4 or 5 cars that outside line, consisting of, I believe that's Bags, and from the back, just trying to keep it there, and they know they're going to go from 2nd and 4th to probably around 14th and 15th. These guys trying to get sorted out. The 92 is going to look his way to the outside. Nobody's going to go with him, however. A lot of these guys are just trying to keep it conservative, get some green flag laps, and run their race, while some of these guys are trying to make moves and get to the front as quick as possible. And like I said, that 92 car is the same for Bags, and from the back, he's going to go from the front to the back.
Man, and these Chevys are really lined up right now on the inside with the lone Ford of Crocodile running for Penske tonight, so definitely seeing some alliance going on.
Smoke Fan, is your part audio set to always allow? Oh, it's off? Okay. Okay. Well, Smoke Fan's working on his audio stuff. We'll get that for you guys here soon. But here we are. We are now on lap 4, and it is Jay Hyper still leading. Crocodile sitting 2nd, and we also have, looks like 3rd is Trey, 4th is Broncos, and 5th is Jimbo Slice. And like I said, you mentioned earlier, it's a wild card race for whoever could win, and you could see maybe an upset win here. As we got trouble. Oh, down the backstretch, 2 cars onto the apron. It looked like it was the 87 of Razor Sharp and the 33 of Canfield. They sorted out. Now side by side.
Yeah, I got to back out anyway. I was getting quite a bit of a lag.
Okay. Make sure you can get back in, though.
If not, you can hit me up with Play Together.
No, but you're a little too loud. You're a little too loud, bro. You're a little too loud. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Anyway, Jay Hyper still leading this race. We are now on lap 5. As you see here, the 98 has already lost the draft, and so have a couple other cars. These guys are single file. The 18, 25, and 13, which consists of A-Trout, Jerem Keffer, and the 13 of Jimbo Slice. Anyways, we're back up front. We're on board here with the 41 truck of Crocodile.
18.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for the blue screen. Sorry, real quick. Smoke, it's not worth it. Just back out. There's a lot of background noise. Just back out. Please, thank you. Being serious, back out. Alright guys, we are back. And see, a good bit of the guys have already lost this draft. Bags, PRS Man, Canfield, A-Trout, JRM Keffer, and the...
Oh, and NRG real low on the track.
Oh, 47 is around. Big wreck, middle of the pack.
Wreck.
47 is up and over on his roof. 2 flips, and he is back. Whoa. Caution's out. .47 went flying. Trying to copy some Kyle Larson moves right there.
I think he hit the wall first. You know, that's one thing I'm glad NASCAR didn't do is decide to throw the plates back on him and give him more downforce after getting airborne. We've got enough safety on him, just let him run.
Okay. Sorry, I had to get a little drink of water.
The days following that Dega race, I really expected them to make some drastic changes to the car. I'm really glad they didn't.
Alright, so looks like J Hyper, looks like not many guys decided to pit that right there, who are up front. J Hyper, Crocodile on the front row, leads to the green flag as Broncos, Jimbo Slice, and Jay's teammate Razor Sharp look to round out that top 5.
Slide Bulldog, would y'all like to give me a little update on his lead and what lap and they're on, all that good stuff?
I gotta pull up his stream.
We are right now on lap 9 of 20 for stage 1. J Hyper leads it with second being Broncos. Battle for third is now the 41 and the 87. The 87 Razor Sharp looking to follow his teammate and not Crocodile and Broncos and follow it inside as SLO on that bottom with his teammate Jimbo Slice. And behind Jimbo, you got the 25 of JRM Keffer. And behind him, you got the 45 of PRS, and then you finally hit a non-Chevrolet in the 18 of A-Trout.
Man, the
Yeah, I've been
Chevrolets
impressed with these truck guys the last few weeks. They've been putting on some good racing, especially last week at Kansas. What a great end of that race. Hopefully they can give us another performance like that tonight.
Here is last week's winner. We have the camera on him right now. It is the 45 of PRS Man, a.k.a. J. Mons. Looking, he's right up sitting in the 6th position, I believe. 7th? We got 7th, excuse me. Right behind his car owner, JRM Keffer. The Chevrolets lined up 1 through 7, trying to work their way to the front. It's 24 of SLO. He's going to peek out, and he has 3 teammates behind him, and they're going to leave him. Oh, he's going to tag back in.
Wow.
Never mind. They let back in for him.
I'm glad they let him back in. You know, I'm kind of looking back there in the pack after that 25, really the 45 back there. Maybe the Toyotas and the Fords are really trying to work together here. It's going to take a team effort to get somebody to win from your manufacturer. 2 now looking on the outside of the 24. Now they're going together.
25 and 45. I believe they leave them, though. That's something you don't expect from, those 4 cars right there. 25, 24, 2, and 45. Those are all DeView Motorsports trucks. You'd think they'd, work together a little better.
There's a backpack kind of losing the draft a little bit. Do you think there's possibly some fuel mileage strategy, or do you think they just...
I don't believe so. We're right now on the lap.
Also, you do have a Ford right now leading the group, which that's a little disappointing to me and Smoke, I would say.
For sure.
Well, I drive a Ford, too. What are you talking about?
Slay's a Ford driver, too.
I'll say.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he don't own them.
Oh, I own them, son. Oh, well, yeah, technically in this year, they're on Chevrolets, you're right. As you see, that team right there, DeView Motorsports, went from 4th through 7th. And they're now, 18. We're on board the 45 here. 18. Got a little shoved out. Whoa, 41 gave him no room, and that gets into the 28 of Bags. And Bags goes to the back. That's just unfortunate there.
I'll tell you right now who I'm really impressed with is that number 15 truck being right on J Hyper's back bumper.
That's Broncos.
Bronco making his debut start in the unsponsored Premium Motorsports 15.
So with that incident that happened,
My bad, go ahead, Slade.
for the incident that happened on the front stretch with the 18 truck and the 41, they just got a little stacked up in the front. 18 they were kind of bumper to bumper with 5. Oh, we got trouble. 25, 41. That's not a caution yet. And that's caution now.
No,
We'll get a confirmation. And it looks like the 41 just came down on the 25. I don't know if he was trying to side draft or what. But that's going to bring out a caution. Like I said,
right now, I mean the 15 was looking to try to make a move out there before that caution came out, but you can't really step out when there's a.
sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Smoke's having some problems with his mic. I just muted him. But looks like, let's say with the wreck that happened before that, with the 41-18 in bags having some contact, they got stacked up in the front, and they were bumper to bumper, caused the 18 to go to the apron, saves it, and trying to come back on the track. 41 didn't really give him much room, and that was able to, kind of take out the 28. And then on the front stretch, you guys saw the 41 just pretty much came down onto the 25 of JRM Keffer, and that caused that wreck. But not many laps left here. Oh, here we are on board with the 28 of bags. He's mid-pack. 41's going to put the 3 wide on the restart on the 25 and the 24.
Being brave, I've helped Croc out quite a bit. Really hope I ain't rubbing that much off on him trying to take 3 wide off restarts.
Yeah. We're now on lap 16, 5 to go in stage 1. Jay Hyper and Moonlight regular, leading the race. Look at that PRS. Jerem Keffer looking at the outside. See what they can do. We're right now on board.
Like Jay lagged right there.
Did Jay lag?
Yeah, Jay lagged and pushed the 87 backwards. Really, that just hurt Jay. He's a set and duck right now. That outside's gonna work. That's clear. There's some lag going on back there in the field. I think that may have also been Jay, or at least it was on my screen.
I believe Jay got him in the back. I think they just had some contact in the back. But a thing, Bulldog, that we tell our developmental drivers a lot, and we even tell our cup drivers, if you hit the wall, keep it in the wall. And when the when the 41 nailed that outside wall, he brought it right back into traffic, and that's just a no-no, you could say.
I mean, as a driver, I understand you're wanting to pull it off that wall, make the save, and just keep on trucking. Well, really, in this series, keep on trucking. But,
yeah.
I mean, you gotta know, really, gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
This is a great battle here, might I add. Sorry to cut you off there. But we have the Nemco trucks and kind of a other group of trucks battling on that bottom, and then you have 2 WV Motorsports trucks leading that top side, PRS and Jerem Keffer. And these guys trying to make that outside work as we now have 3 to go in stage 1.
Yeah, that 45, 25, and 15, a lot of 5s right there. Running that top line, trying to make it work as the 18 car now jumps up with him. Maybe the 21's going with him. I know he was another guy that said he was going to try to make that high line work as they fall right in behind him though now.
Looks like there's just not enough cars on that top side.
Really not even that. It just looks like they just can't get it organized and give a productive shove. In this game, there's 2 kinds of shove. There's a real good... Oh, wow.
Oh, did the 87 lag there? That wrecks the 2 truck of Jimbo Slice. We'll get a confirmation on that. And he did... I don't know if the 2 lag, but it did look like the 87 did lag there, and that got into the 2 truck of Jimbo Slice. Very unfortunate events there. They will be notified. Usually, how we do the lag policy is if you lag once, kind of just a warning, just hopefully it clear up. After a second offense, of, pretty much wrecking somebody, you go to the back, and third is a, just right in the back and just make sure not to get in anybody's way.
Well, that's happening up there in the lead pack. We're starting to see this group of the 98, the 41, and the 47. I believe they're within 8/10, and as we all know on Heat 3, that is the draft range for Talladega and Daytona.
I don't know if there'll be enough time there, though. We're coming to the white flag of stage 1. Oh, 45's going to pull up.
and nowhere to go. Is 92 now looking to the inside of the 25 is. You got to be proud of what you're seeing right there in the top two. Your guys just dominating this whole stage.
I mean, the 87 has had a little, some lag troubles, but hope it all gets resolved here soon.
I mean, if you're the 25 right now, you got to start backing up to that 92.
Oh, there he goes.
There he pulls out.
Not much help though.
Anybody going with him? No.
15's gonna try to make a move, and him the 45, but that's just not gonna work out.
You're too far back from him now. You're not going to have the big enough run down the front stretch. 45 in the wall. Then now the 15 trying to get to the inside of that 92. And they lost a lot of spots. A lot of guys that was having a really great run right there and just kind of threw it all away in that first stage.
Here we come across the trial bowl. 2 Chevrolets will be 1-2. 2 teammates. Jay Hyper will win stage 1 with Razor Sharp in 2nd. A-Trout 3rd. Canfield in 4th. And 5th place from the back.
Wow, that was really impressive from those 2 guys, hooking up, being teammates like they are, and really strong showing from Razor Sharp. I'm really glad to see him up there, and really glad to see him hold on to that. As I wouldn't have thought that would have been the end, but they got the caution right there before shake up this field a little bit, and a couple little lag spikes, change the field up. But all in all, that was a pretty good stage, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it was a pretty good stage. A lot of racing, a lot of guys trying to make some moves. It kind of sucks now that these 2 are going to be separated. The 87's probably going to go to the back here because he's on the top side. But we'll see how it turns out. I believe A-Trout will be 3rd, and then it'll be from the back in 5th. So we'll see what those guys can do to try to get around this A-Truck.
As we do have word from JRM Keffer, WVU fan, formerly known as Hyper's kind of doing what he was doing at Daytona and tapping that brake a little bit, trying to get the field bunched up. It's
I don't think it was brake checking. I mean, I just told them that I thought I was lagging. I mean, you said it was lag.
I thought it was lag too, but
you never know.
I don't know.
Anyway, whoa, they were pretty swervy up front, and that's a little nerve-wracking. But NRG, Broncos, Trey, and SLO decided to not pit or just take 2 tires or no tires. Whatever the pit stop was, they got them up front. And NRG in the 47 being pushed by Trey in the 74. And Jay Hyper in the 8 are now your top 2.
And well, just to put this stat out there, NRG currently owns the record for most consecutive midnight wins.
Oh.
That's 4
oh, we got some
currently.
big trouble. 18, 92, 98, 25. 2 barely gets around it. 13's involved. And that's a big wreck.
Huge wreck.
Let me go back to the W stream here because he was right behind it so he can see what happened here.
Well, but like I was saying, NRG's on a 4-win streak. That is in the beginner series, but he is on a 4-race win streak trying to make that 5. He currently holds the record for the most wins all time and the most wins consecutively in midnight.
Trying to see what happened here. Looks like the 18 might have gotten the apron, and then when he was, don't know, but he came back up the track and huge pile up right there. 41 barely dodged that. But looks like the 8 truck is going to go to the back, at least as back far as he can, for lag issues. So 87 has some lag as well. So it's like that's really unfortunate. My 2 trucks going to the back because of lag.
You hate to see it, but
you hate to see it.
I'm sure both those guys are real talented, and they can both work their way up to the front, no problem. Because now you're seeing that 47 to 21 hook up on the inside, and 15 right there. I believe that inside line is going to prevail again. It's real hard to even get organized, much less get enough guys up there to make it work.
This is a pretty crazy view right here. We're on board the 8 truck of Jay Hyper. Still had on board with him, but I want to go to, we're down the back. But there's 3 wide up front, PRS all by himself. And they're 3 wide in front of Jay, Bags in the middle, 13 on the outside, 92 on the inside. They're still 3 wide.
That,
that's going around. There we go.
There they go.
8:45. 18. A lot of cars there. Not sure what happened. There were 3 wide. I don't know if someone tried to make it 4 wide. Not 100% sure. We can always get a word from our trusty admins and drivers in our truck series, letting them know if someone did something wrong.
Definitely Bags and WVU were never afraid to tell you if you did something wrong. That's 100% certain. So I'm sure whoever's party they're in, some guys are getting a head full after that one.
For sure.
It's not the most fun experience.
So here we go. NRG continues to lead with the 21 from the back in second. Third is MBN Bronco. Fourth is SLO, and fifth is Crocodile. We are back underway at the Talladega Superspeedway with, I believe, we'll get a lap count here. I believe we're nearing 10 to go in the stage.
The 21 making the move on the outside. Kind of been seeing him having some song gears off his restart and made it work.
Oh, 98 and 18. 98 pinching that 18 almost below the line. It's going to back off and give him position though. Wow, that was almost close there.
There's aggressively pinching, and then there's just running somebody off a track. I think that was just being real aggressive, which I can't thank anybody for being aggressive.
Whoa, 33's on the apron. Can he save it?
Damn, man.
Got the 87, and they save it. Nice job by Razor and Canfield there. Oh, I think they're about to wreck, though. 98 checks it down, goes in the pit road. That's... See, you hate it and you like it at the same time. He made sure he didn't cause a wreck. But he also
you hate it for him, but you love it for the race.
That's probably the best way to sum it up. As you look at this now, this pack here, 2x2. It started with Canfield. I believe Canfield got the apron, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and you had a lot of guys checking up, and somebody, when you lose a car length, or you stop like that, because that's pretty much what the apron does on this game. And somebody's got to get shuffled back, and somebody's just gonna wreck. Even if you do save it, it's. We see somebody else down there on the apron right now. I'm kind of zoned in on this 21 car leading this front pack. It's the 21, 47, 15, 41, and 92 right now in this 5-car draft.
I'm in this other pack here. It is 2x2 for a while, and they're 4 wide. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, come on.
Will it? Oh, yes.
They're still 3 wide. That's not gonna work. That's just. And the 45 got involved. The 2 truck, I don't know if he just didn't know they were 3 wide or what, but he pinched down that, we'll get another view of it.
Well, that just saved the 98, so.
It did.
I mean, he was about to go 2 laps down right there. He already got 1 with the big penalty, and then he was sitting right here on the back stretch, so.
Well, they were 3 wide, the 87, the 33, and, the 2, and the 2 pinched them together. I gotta say the 33 just got put 3 wide, and the 2, I don't know if he just didn't know they were 3 wide, but he came down. And got him.
I mean, it's not. If you can take it 3 wide and you know everybody around you's gonna hold it, then sure. But you can't. It's not a very smart idea if you see somebody kind of. That ain't got the same speed you do, really, might be kind of struggling. It's not the smartest idea just to throw her in there 3 wide.
They were 3 wide for a while, I'm not gonna lie. And they were running it pretty well. Just this 2, I don't think the 2 knew they were 3 wide and just came down. And just got 33 and that caused a wreck, but nonetheless.
Man, look at Bronco right now, sitting right there in second. Kind of gonna be interesting to see if he can make a pass on that 21 for the stage win. Being a first-time driver here in the truck series, he's got to try it, whether he wants to or not. The 47 looking like he might have almost came down on that 88 and almost caused a big one, but NRG, a former Cup guy, and
15. From my perspective, I thought 15 was underneath the apron on the 21, but he tucks it back under as we are coming to 3 to go in stage 2.
The 24 stepped out. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication between that 15, 24. Is it the 25? I don't think. I mean, he's kind of 15's kind of in the same situation he was before. He ain't got a teammate here. So he's stuck in between 3 of them. And that really sucks. As I'm one that's all too familiar to know what it's like racing without teammates. And they're blowing by him, getting grouped up. Now the 40, they might have left the 25 on the outside. It seems we'll see how well they're working as a team. See if they'll try to pull him forward. I think Will's smart enough. He knows they can't do that. At the 18 down low. Yeah, he washed up. Nice save though. 15 on the apron. Oh, that's going to cause a big wreck. Actually, no, both drivers did a very good job of keeping it down. Then you see H-Out just come back up the track and cause a huge wreck.
That's, yep.
I think that will do the stage, won't it? Let me pull up the...
That was, from the back, stage 2 winner. The 21 truck, WV Motorsports.
As well as your points leader. I'm really, really impressed in this 15 truck right now, being as strong as he is.
Not gonna lie, the first time I ever raced with him wasn't in a beginner series race. I decided to go down there and test my wheel a little bit, as I'm normally on a controller. And Broncos, you know, looked like he was gonna be a guy who would, you know, progress through the series, and you know, just he's trying to get the grasp of it. And now he's sitting here leading the race for the truck series here, and he's, you know, doing a fantastic job. But here we go, starting stage 3, the 15 of MBN Bronx will be your leader.
A little bit of pit strategy right there. I like to see what he's going to be able to do out front. I just now noticed on the 98, I think we have Thomas Fred on the bed of it.
Can't disagree with that. As we're on the WVU cam here on our mobile devices, he has had one heck of a way trying to get around all that traffic. Oh, 41's on the apron. Do they save it? He does. In the back, I believe they're good.
21, no. Oh, he did a good job, and everybody else behind him did a really good job.
And he saved it.
It was an impressive save, but the problem with that is no, you don't always want to. You gotta tell yourself not to come up and wreck the field when you do it like that, because you know it's gonna hurt you if you do save it, or if you just keep it in the wall. I mean, you got to here, or really anywhere.
You see these guys are 21 here in the back of the pack, running the 18th position, trying to get back that front. He knows he has a truck to possibly win this race, but he just has to work his way to the front, slow and steady.
Just to point this out right now, two guys that have worked together a lot, and I've helped them both out running second and third currently. Two SHR drives, the Menards and the Protect the Harvest car or truck.
As you know, I'm a fan of Menards products, even though they're nowhere near Georgia. But those guys working pretty well. As also almost behind them in 5th and 6th. 5th and 6th? Yes, 5th and 6th. You have the 8, 7, and the 8 back up to the front. These two hope they're going to try and work together and go back to 1, 2, and hopefully their lag issues have been left in stage 2.
I'll tell you what, me and David, back in the day, me and David worked quite a bit together.
41 into the inside wall hard, comes back onto the track and saves it, but he was able to dodge out all the cars. And the 8 on the apron, Jay Hyper. And he tries to get it down slow as possible, and he keeps it on the apron. Great save there by Jay. And this is, you know, stuff like that.
I see, it's the grass.
You got the grass. No contact though, right? Another car.
That 18 looked below the apron on that one. That's interesting. It's 88 stepping out. 98 does a great job of letting him back in. think we're just seeing a lot of calmness right now in this last stage. Really nice to see. Really a great refresher.
Yep, as you see, trying to lead that second pack to get back into the main pack. So we can get a 33 at Canfield, trying to work that second pack back to the front.
But back to what I was saying before they hit the apron down there. You know, I've worked with David Wallace quite a bit, even back in the day on Heat 2 and Heat Evolution and stuff. I would trust that guy with my life on a plate track. Absolutely no problem. He can give you a productive shove, and he's really good at it.
Let's go back to the front. Whoa, like that 87 was underneath the apron, but they're 3 wide.
And I ain't real for sure on the midnight policy for trying to pass below the yellow line. I know it's not
18,
really.
Wow. Well, that's obviously a lose your position again. If you don't give it up, it's a black flag, I'm pretty sure, like NASCAR would normally have it.
Yeah, I didn't know how y'all enforced that. I never tried it because it's never really a smart idea.
Common sense, that's how it should be enforced. Common sense. Don't do it.
Usually when you do it anyway, you'll cause a wreck because you can't get back on the track. But look at that 98 being a real teammate and stepping out for that 88.
And the 87, did he just go below the 8? Wow, okay. The 18 is going to door the 15. Hopefully a couple admins catch that, and no caution, but the 18 was on the apron. Just okay. But no matter what, the 87, your new leader, Razor Sharp.
Your guys, Bronco will fall all the way to the back of this lead pack.
Future for future MBN.
He's still looking pretty good. Man, the 88 goes to the outside once again, and nobody right there.
Nobody to help, indeed.
You gotta have somebody to dance with. You gotta have a few guys to dance with. I don't know if that was a little lag right there or not by the 87, but this outside line's working with just 2 cars. So I would have to say that'd probably be lag.
Possibly. He's had some lag earlier this race.
But Bags, nevertheless, I think he'd be really the guy in the race to make the high line work. He's one of the few guys in this race not racing.
A-Trout, Jimbo, Broncos, Bags, PRS, and I believe that's the 98. Making that top line work, and that leaves the 90. That leaves the 98 and the 87 on the bottom.
It's the 2 car that. But honestly, I believe that was a smart move by the 98, because once a couple of those guys started coming down, the high line's just gonna die again. So, great way to make some moves.
New leader.
As now the 88's looking on the inside of the 45 and the 28. And send this 28 to the 45 to the back as Broncos now looks out and gets out of line a little bit.
You guys have now seemed to calm it down if you're a single file as the 28 and 45 go to the behind that line. We're going 88 on the apron. He will come back up and save it. Looks like 98 on the apron.
Yeah,
98.
hopefully he can get back.
I believe
gonna be able to get back.
He's going to drop back.
Please. He does. Nice save. He'll keep.
Good save. Yep. Couple guys just trying to ride that outside, just maybe get working. Oh, looks like the 15 gonna go to that top side, and wow, the 15 went with them, and then they just ditched.
I
want to give a couple shout outs here for you guys commenting or watching the race. Here, I want to give a shout out to MBN Virginia Redleg, Brandon Gritton, Deadpool 490, Saab Max 9-3. C. Workman and AJ Storm. Thank you guys for tuning in. Pretty sure almost all those guys are in NBN, so thank you guys for watching, tuning in, commenting. As the race has been, I believe we're around 6 cautions, 7.
6, 7, I believe that's
sounds about right.
And the 15, I think the 15 kind of made that field snake feel a little bit. He fell back to get a catch-up lap, trying to make a move on a couple of those guys, and he just ran into the back of them.
Because they're now single. The 98 looks like the 98 did lose the draft.
He's gonna fall back and 15 now on the apron. He gets pushed down there, and nice save. Had to save it twice, about like Kyle Busch did in 2009.
Trying to find. Here we're on board with the 80. Trying to find the 88.
The second pack hasn't caught up with
The 88 sitting right now in front of the 15.
87, 28, 45. Trying to work that outside. If the 80, I believe if the 88 and 15 went with them, they can make something happen. The 88 is going to go with them.
Maybe if, I mean, I don't know, the 15 might not want to, but I mean, you're gonna, I don't know, it's kind of a give and take, because it just depends on what Razor's gonna do once he gets to the point right there. Once he's able to clear him, are you gonna stay on the outside? Because you know if you stayed up there long enough, you can pull those cars with you. You know, it's a slow process, but it is a process.
Oh, 28. All four of them clear him. Nice job by the 87, the 28, the 45, and the 88. That's three manufacturers working together there.
As the 98 now falls back to that second pack and falling in nicely with him. If these guys keep racing like this before they got a pit, that next pack might be able to get them. What should be really interesting is to see the pit strategy comes up. You know, if I don't think it's a very smart idea to take 4 tires, or maybe not even 2.
I see that taking 2 tires. I don't know what the how much fuel they can get in a tank, but I say 2 tires might be the primary here. I'm rather go 4 than 2 the next pit stop.
I mean, if you're one of the guys back there in that backpack, I think you got to go 9.
That's wow. They're scrambled in this backpack. 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom.
Wow. That's interesting.
24, 33, 92, 98 are on that bottom with the 47, 25, and 21. Now just the 47 and 25.
Oh, the 18 shot to the inside, and he's gonna come back up the track. Please don't
gotta give him some room. Gotta give him some room, and he hits the wow.
Come on, man.
That's you can't do that.
That's unfortunate for everybody in that pack.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for everybody in that pack, and just very lucky for everybody else in this race.
We'll see. Did you catch that on his stream? How many laps of fuel it was? I didn't get.
You get a max of 21, I think it said. Let me. That's the 8, not the 87. We'll get it here. You get 21 laps of fuel in a full tank, and we had 42 to go, so it was going to be a 2 looks like, you know, a 2 pit stop race, but now it looks like it's going to be, if we continue green, it's only going to be 1 with no fuel strategy worries, because we'll have 21 laps of fuel with around 39 to go. The 45 has appeared to lag out.
Oh, you hate that. As he was the winner last week. I mean, you saw a little lag issues, but you always hope everybody can kind of get them lagged out. Not lagged, you can kind of get them fixed out, not lagged out.
33 of Canfield. It's going to take us to the green flag, and he's leading going into turn 2.
See some guys trying to get hooked up and holding that line.
Well, I can say
Outside might be able to pull it.
Oh, 47, I mean, in the wall.
And really round of applause for NRG to not only keep that thing out of the wall pretty decently, but he might, he's not going to be able to do the draft.
We're on board 21. As look at this, some of these lines are just snaking back and forth. Question: do we even want to be in this pack? Ooh, a little lag out of the 25. 25's got a little bit of lag in him.
You got to be in the draft to try to win it, and I mean, I hate sitting around at the back. I can't stand to be anywhere besides first, and they're 3, 4 wide. They're 3 wide. Sorry.
Oh, 15's gonna get 21, and they're around 98, 13, 41. No caution, and I believe they're now 2 by 2. Oh, they're through 87. Puts a real aggressive move. Puts it 3 wide between the 33 and 74. And he's going to make it work. Nice job by the 87. He's not really going to go anywhere because the outside's not going to really work, but still made that move very cleanly and very nicely. With that, 18 of 8 Trout leading the race, 92 in second, and the 74 of Trey sitting third. These guys trying to just keep where they're at. Ooh, 74 almost below the apron. Remember, the 33 restarted, first, and I believe he's back to around the 11th position, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe we get a direct position counter on that.
In your stage 1 winner, the number 21 from the back, Will now back up there and competing for this win. As you see, it's a brigade of Chevys, followed behind that Ford, behind the Toyota and the Ford. Really all Chevys. Been a couple stragglers with Bags and David Wallace are now NASCAR Extreme.
As you got some guys trying to make that top side work. We have.
And to get past those 3 cars, every single guy behind them has to pull up and help them.
So looks these 3 cars are now, here comes, looks like the 87 of Razor Sharp. Oh, looks like we got some lag here. We'll try and resolve that issue.
The 88 with the big bowl move to the inside to shoot past that little high line that they had trying to work, and those guys are just going to the back. Is that kind of snake tail down into turn 3 and 4? Kind of looking at that 87 right now. I believe he's going to make some big moves. He's got Bags pushing him. Razor trying to get his first win here. You know, it is a plate track and anybody can win it, but it is still, you still want the win, even though it's a plate track. You know, I know a couple guys really don't care about it, or, but it's an art form. It takes practice and it does take skill, regardless what other guys say.
Another thing, not really, I don't know if it's skill, but tactic that a lot of us guys have now developed is, like, if these guys were 5 rows deep, bumper to bumper, just locked bumpers, one of those guys is going to get shot off just because, if they check up in second, he'll check up third, fourth, fifth, and it'll wreck the field. So if you guys, if some guys can just, keep some distance between the bumpers who are not first, second, or third, these guys can avoid some wrecks and have a very clean race.
Yeah, and one thing I'm really glad to see tonight is you see we go to a lot of these tracks where it's, it's a big drive, strung out. Not a lot of guys want to get up there and race. They don't want to make passes. Nobody, they're always scared to step out. And I think we've seen a lot of it tonight. A lot of guys wanting to make those moves, wanting to be competitive and wanting to get that lead.
As you see now, the top 5 go the 18, 92, 87, 88, and then the 25 of Jerem Kepper out of the front. Ooh, I thought the 18 gave that 92 a little bit, maybe a nose to get under there, but he shuts the door.
Do we know who's in that 92 right now? I know it used to be K Taddy, but I believe he did leave, didn't he?
I'm not 100% sure.
I know my lineup ain't showing up on my screen for some reason.
There's mine. Is there in the qualifying order? Sorry, my phone actually just died. Let me see if I got some.
Oh, that's wonderful. Are they slow when that happens?
It is. But let's see if we can find it. I should have it. As that outside still trying to get 4 and 25, 28 and 21, still trying to make that outside work.
And JRS man, he did not lag out. He was trying to end his stream because he was starting to lag and accidentally backed out.
92 is Ghost 17, or it's now Detox Ghost 17.
Oh wow.
He's having a good race.
And 87 making the move.
Goes back to the bottom, works his way now to second. Look at the 88, trying to make a move, or the 92, excuse me, trying to make a move. 87 thought he was going to follow, and then dove back to the bottom.
Man, I will tell you what, that 92 is a good looking truck.
It is.
I would have to say. It's one of the better looking ones out here.
Oh, maybe some lag.
I thought you was talking about that 88 starting to come down on Jay.
That's what I was talking about. I'm a little nervous there. Do we have a lap counter? There.
I'm actually watching your stream right now. I have to pull it back up. Jason Keffer, not Keffer Jason. Seems like every time I go to type his name in, I put Keffer Jason. Is that? Hold on, his stream's a little blurred. I can't really. I think we're at lap 65. I think. Yeah, 65 and 94 kind of cleared out. So definitely gonna have to.
92 on the apron. Can he save it? And he's still on the apron. Looks like he will though. Keeps that harm's way. Nice job there by Ghost.
So we're gonna have to make another pit stop here.
Yes, there's 21 laps per tank. So we'll see what these guys do.
You know, if you're sitting right there, you know, in this pack, you can get up there and run about half to quarter throttle and save a lot of fuel in these races, in these plate races. I've done it quite a bit before, and I've saved multiple laps around here. It's a long way around there, and it gets on your nerves because you ain't gonna be able to make any moves. But you can do it. It's not impossible. It takes a little patience and a little bit of head scratching, but you can make it work.
Oh, look like how many cars is that? 6 cars trying to make that outside of work. But it looks like now it's going to be 4 and 4 as Bags. He'll see the lead for the first time today in that custom 28 truck. He's being pushed by WV.
Now it's 5 on 3 as the 88 hops up to the high side.
88 knew this line's going somewhere. Might as well go with it.
I mean, usually when a cup guy takes you on a plate track, you just follow and hold on for the ride. Especially when 2 cup guys, 2 pro league guys are trying to leave.
They're going to leave him. Wow. I wouldn't expect. I thought WV or Kepler, you know, oh, the 21, oh, 18 a little squirrely. And that checks up the 87. I believe they save it back there, though.
I would have loved the heard, you know, Will cussing.
Oh,
right there.
the 8 is way down there. He saves it, and that's twice now that 8 truck has been put on the apron.
I think that was a little lag from the 87 lagging again.
Really?
Because it was a little bit, yeah, it was a little bit jerky on my screen. I was sitting right here on the 88. It looks like the 21 and the 88 is going to catch back up to this pack. Kind of sucks for that 74 and the 8. That John Hunter Nemechek mobile and the Mike Harmon.
I believe that's our stage 1 winner and pole setter, Jay Hyper. If I'm not mistaken, he won stage 1.
No, he Will did. He got shuffled out.
That's right. No, Will won stage 2, I thought. I think Will won stage 2.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Yeah, that's right, because the Nemco trucks were 1-2 for stage 1. That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Stage 1, yeah.
I can't tell if that's lag on the 18 or not, but he is swerving a good bit behind that 25 truck.
I've seen him do that quite a bit this whole race. It's the 21 and the 88 making some mad moves. First to go around your truck, the 87, and I think now they might be looking to go around that 18, working real well together right now.
Love to see what these guys can do.
I think, you know, you're going to need somebody else to pull out with them. It's going to be hard to get past that 18 and those 2 trucks in front of them, 2 really strong trucks. They're gonna try it.
25's gonna jump out. That leaves the 2 Toyotas, the 28 and the 18 by himself, and that's a 4v2. Let's see if they can get it.
Yoder power on the inside.
25 trying to lead it. Let's see if he can.
They're gonna have a lot of momentum coming through here, and then the 87 pulls back down.
Yeah.
You gotta love when the guy does that to you at the plate track.
On my screen, that's 21, almost at the 87. These guys are 3x3 here. Looks very exciting racing.
It's almost like you're not mad at them for doing it. It's just a sense of disappointment for doing it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, could have gotten the lead there.
It's like, come on, man. You know, I'd probably pull down lefty, but come on.
Only 6 guys in this main pack, and then in the next pack it's only 2 cars. It's the 8 and the 74, and then behind them it's a 3-truck pack, I believe, of the 24, the 2, and the 92. That is SLO, Jimbo, and Ghost.
25 gets shuffled out. I think Will's done a really good job of leading it. He goes to the high side and leaves that 98 straggling.
88 goes last as well, to make it 3v3 again.
If you're gonna do it, man, you gotta run some laps. You can't just pull up there. You gotta build the momentum. It can work. But you gotta stay committed to it. You know. I don't think neither. I think WVU or now JRM Keffer can has the patience to lead a pack up there for a couple laps, because that's what it's gonna take. I believe it's going to take 5-6 laps to try to make that pack work up there on the high line. Then you're going to start, you know, getting even with them and then eventually pull away. But
how many laps got to go there, Bulldog?
we're sitting right now 71 to 24. Some guys pretty soon probably going to start making some pit stops.
71, so we're about to be on 72, correct?
Yeah. We're now on lap 72, yeah.
How many to go? Is that 23?
23 laps to go, so I mean...
So they're about to be in the field window of 21.
Yeah, I mean, but the problem is pit strategy is real hard to pull here, because if you do get out in front, you're that single car, all these packs are going to catch up to you, and then you're just going to be set and duck. So, right now it's just sort of a race to see who can get down pit road first.
Well, the thing is, if the longer you stay in this main pack, like see, or just say the 25 says pit now, on which he wouldn't, just because he's not gonna make enough fuel. Says pit now, he's gonna lose a good bit of time because there's 5 cars drafting where he's by himself.
You know, and a lot of times that works at other tracks where it's spread out, and you know you'll gain time being on the fresh tires, but you gotta have somebody to dance with.
For sure.
Well, really, here at Daytona and Talladega, you gotta have a whole drill team.
These guys, 6 cars. I believe we're now at 22 to go. 20, or still 23.
I'll see this time by 73, 94.
I know we just said it.
Yeah, we're still on that lap, I do believe.
I'm sitting here trying to think of, you know, counting laps like at a short track. I'm just like, Talladega, it's a 50-second lap, so.
Yeah, you know, you're looking down.
3 trucks, I gotta run 21, 88, 25. It's gonna stall out here going to turn 1 though. You gotta, what you gotta do is
what you might see here is you might see the 88, the 21, and the 25 come in together.
Could be a possibility.
That would be interesting. A 3-car pack pull out, and they'd be in another 3-car pack, and then you might see some guys in the back take no tires and make up a lot of time. But I still don't think it'd be enough to catch this big lead pack.
If anyone's going to try and take no tires, I believe it's going to be Jay and Trey. Jay and Trey, the 2-car pack.
They're the only really 2 guys that could benefit from it. They're going to have to short pit it too. That's the problem there. They're going to have to make up a lot of time just off pit strategy, which we know Jay's never one to shy away from pit strategy.
No. So we believe we're now at 21 to go.
Yeah, we're sitting now at 20 laps, yeah.
20 to
we
go?
didn't miss the lap there.
Alright, well,
so we're inside the pit window. I think Bags is trying to pull what y'all did at Daytona and stay out 3 extra laps. I don't know. In the exhibition races, but we'll see.
You never know. We'll see what happens as we have 2 Toyotas. I believe 2 Toyotas, 3 Chevrolets, and a Ford up here in this main pack, and we'll see what kind of manufacturer, what kind of driver will get it done. Will it be one of these Cup NASCAR 8 Pro League drivers of Bags and Keffer, or will it be one of our truck regulars? And from the back, I believe that is NASCAR Extreme or Razor Sharp.
Yeah, it's who it's gonna be, and from the back still, he's part-time now in trucks, but I do believe NASCAR Extreme's got something. I've kind of been sitting here watching him, watching this pack, and he does have the garage door sponsor, so maybe he can open the door. Get up there to the
Whoa,
lead.
he left a little of a gap for the 87, and then just closed it. 87's going to fall back in line.
That 21, the 88, the 25 is running out of patience.
Oh, for sure. Are they pitting? Yes, here they come.
Oh,
the
that
25, no, the
three-car pack.
21, and they're wrecking.
Looks like they say it looks like it's okay. I'm glad to kind of see this, see a little strategy. I like
They
seeing that
save it?
21, the 25, and the 88. Yeah, he saved it. He just bounced off the wall and pulled it in. But
We're keeping an eye
not
on
to
these
give away
guys.
anybody's strategy or anything. It looks like they're all taking 2 tires.
Wonder if they sped. That's my question. We'll see here.
It don't look like Jason Keffer's sped. He's got an 11-second stop, and it's pulling out of pit road now.
Looks like from the back did get a speeding penalty, it appears.
Oh, that absolutely no. Or is he pulling off pit road?
He's now pit road, but that's a lot more than 3 seconds, my friend. Here comes this pack.
You can't stop for him now. That's the problem.
87, 18, and 28 going to pit road. And look at that. The 18 came in this pack first. Razor second. And Bags third now.
Well, I mean, if the short pit did help there, because they didn't lose much time. They pulled in right there behind him, coming in with a 3-car pack. So, or really at the time it was a 6-car pack. So you see that the 88, the 25, and the 21 at the time had a little more speed going down pit road, and on the closing lap to go down pit road.
Is she
So
here?
that
New...
may put the 88 and the 25 in the catbird seat to win this thing.
8 and 74 on your leaders. They have not pit yet. We'll see what kind of strategy they got. But with the 11-second stop, is that 2 cans, no tires? Is that 2 tires, 2 cans?
Oh, that was 2 cans and 2 tires.
So let's see what Jay does.
Definitely
Jay
gonna be
went in
seeing-
way too fast. That was definitely a speeding penalty.
Oh, that
That
he's done that
was-
a couple times.
I'm
Yeah,
no police officer, but he was definitely speeding. It's like he went in there
Before it's going to pull him
almost
over.
full throttle.
As the 88 and the 25 just blow the doors off the 28 and the 18. So
The 74 speed? I believe the 74 sped as well.
wow, man, I'd like to see you.
So he leaves pit road. If he leaves the same time as Jay, they both sped.
Well, that would definitely be interesting. Wouldn't lose as much time as
Did
one
they?
on the sped.
I think Jay just took 4 tires when he sped, honestly.
Yeah, you might as well. You're already
Here,
burning that time.
whoa, look at this pack. The 15, is the 15 your
Man.
leader? Can you get a check on that? Is the 15 the leader?
I'm looking, man, and no, NASCAR Extreme is now your leader.
Wow, so that 15 is about to go a lap down, but this 88 and 25 are 1-2. Who knows what this 25 is going to be? He has another Chevrolet behind him in Razor Sharp. And, oh, the 13 is going to get some contact with the 18. 13 came up a little bit. That's Creed got a little bit into the 18 of Trout.
Bronco did a smart thing here, buddy, and just go high.
Just go high.
Just-
There you go.
I'm kind of holding my little girl voice in.
Voice in.
Trying not to cheer. I'm trying not to cheer too hard for SHR right now.
My driver, one of my drivers sped. The other one is sitting here in the 3rd position. You know, everybody, even Keffer, I don't believe WVU has won a race this season. Oh, we have a car on the apron. 18 of H Trout in is that H Trout? Yes, it was a trout, and he saves it though.
No caution. That's one less guy, and that's really one less guy for Bags to work with. He ain't got a teammate up here. Come on, David, get back down in front of him.
Yep. So we have a Ford, 2 Chevrolets. Actually, we're not counting Bronx because he's a lap down. I believe 13. Is a 13 a lap down as well?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, they are.
Can we get a check up on that?
13 is you know, he don't have his running order up.
Okay. Well, we'll hopefully get that checked in here soon. But we know the top 4 is the 88, the 25, the 87, and then the 28. So we have a Ford, 2 Chevys, and a Toyota in that top 4. Would love to see how this plays out.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting. Now with how many laps we got left to go? Oh, okay, we have NASCAR Extreme, JRM Keffer, Razor Sharp. And that's your top 3, I know for sure. I didn't see if the 13 of Creed was there. Coming right now to
3 wide.
12 to go.
And Bags is going to go back with NASCAR Extreme. The 13's going to look up top.
Come on, get down there with the Fords.
Bags knows that if he goes right here, it's either going to possibly get 3rd or go to 2nd, and you know he wants that 2nd spot. Here comes a 15, I believe, lap down car of Bronx now getting into the mix.
They're going to get lined up there on that inside, and I think it was a little too early. The 88 will just pull back out in front.
88 of NASCAR Extreme looking for his first win of the season. Behind him is Bags looking for, I believe that's looking for his 2nd truck win of the season. And behind him you have Razor Sharp. Go ahead.
It would be the first win for SHR since Auto Club in the Xfinity Series this season.
And that was you, correct?
Yes, it was.
Here we go, Bags to the outside, Razor Sharp to push. 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top. That top had some great momentum, and so here we go. 15 and 13 are going to look up top. That's going to leave the 88 and the 25.
Come on, get down there with him. Come on, Bronco.
Got some great racing here going. I would love to. I mean, I don't believe the 13's on the lead lap. We know for sure the 15's not, unless he actually is.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No,
That's right. He's not. Okay.
Because when they pulled by him, it didn't change it. They was already in first.
87 giving a huge shove to the 28.
Honestly, it's kind of whoever the 15 goes with right now.
Yep. 13 just hanging back there.
You hate to see a lap car decide this thing.
That is one thing. 25 is going to go up top now, and that's going to leave the 88. But the 88 is going to be able to keep the 3rd position. It looks like instead of you goes back to 4th.
Yeah,
New leader.
No, well, the 15. I keep forgetting that 15's a lap car.
Yep.
I wish he would just pull off.
He goes to the top side now. I mean, that doesn't help your team have your guy, but
yeah, I know, but I mean,
still 3rd.
I ain't a fan of the lap cars getting involved. These plate races where they're such a big factor.
How many laps you got to go now?
One extra car can decide the race for everybody, and you especially don't like it when it's a lap car.
I mean, you know he wants to get his lap back, but we're in a time situation where if you even get your lap back, he's first car on lap down, so I'm not going to help much if you get your lap back. But
yeah,
because you know everyone's going to stay out. It's like,
yeah. So I mean, everybody else is going to get trapped a lap down behind you. You know those who are. So it's just.
What's our lap count now? I gotta check up on this.
We are 85 and 94.
So we're about to be on 86, so we're about to be 9 to go here in the race, I believe. So let's get a check up on this as we're about to cross the start finish line.
Well, Gators, the live stream on here is a little bit behind.
Little boy. Excuse me. We need to find a way to implement the on the nationwide on your side, the top right, to maybe put a Ronin Imports logo. Put something like that up there. Maybe find a way to do that.
Yeah, that'd be real nice. That'd be real nice.
If we could, implement our logos.
Logos and stuff.
88. Oh, the 25 was looking to the outside. 88 wanted to put a block or maybe just go with him. But when the 88 went up, 25 went down, and the 88 went down immediately. as a
I
6-car
think the
pack.
88's kind of chill right now, just sitting right there in third. I think that might be able to where you make the move, but you're gonna have to have guys go with you.
Do a view on the outside. Bronx
And the 15's
looks
gonna
like
snug
he's...
right in there and take the
Oh, yeah, he's going. Oh, little check up. 88. Can he save? He saved it.
aggressive move coming back down there.
As these guys are coming up on lead lap cars, but soon to be lap down, 47 and 33, if they can catch them, that is.
I believe they'll catch them. I hope they ain't, gonna play a factor in this one too much
No.
and push guys.
88, you see him laying back. Did he lag or is he just laying back?
No, I think that whole group, because I believe they're in a party together, is what I saw earlier. I think some of those guys are in a party together, and they might be trying to get the run right here. But you gotta get on each other's back bumper at this point. You gotta be popping that bubble. You gotta make a run.
88, 25 going high, and Bronco's lap car is going to go high as well. But I think it was just a little too late as they're going to tuck back down. I think what Bronco's trying to do now is just trying to help a Chevrolet. That's why he's sticking with that 25 wherever he goes.
I mean, he might be trying to get a bid for a ride too. So I mean,
Yeah.
you never know. So.
He wants some sponsors on that truck. Oh, 15. I don't know if he WV lagged or what, but that's going to check him up big time. And now it's just straight up the top 4. No lap cars are now going to be in this.
Tandem racing. What I think you might see here is maybe when the 88 tries to pull out the 25, snucks up to the 87, then two Chevys get together and it's over. What I think might happen. I ain't real for sure. But
7 to go, if I'm not mistaken. You know, 6 to go. Okay. You know, the 87 is going to have to try and lay back and make sure the 88 and 25 push him. Come off turn 2 or turn 4, he's going to get that run to that inside.
Well, if
the
28 catches that draft, which I believe he's in it right now, then it's going to be hard to get around him. Oh, and the 87 on the apron.
87 on the apron.
88 up the track. Oh, and he snugs back in.
They save it.
And now they're going to have a big run. Like, they're going to have
Let's see how this turns out.
Run.
Coming to 5 to go, and they're coming up on 2 lap cars with a 47 and the 33.
This is interesting.
They're going to get the run at the wrong time, though. That's going to hate it. It's going to suck about this. They're going to get the run going into 1. That's not what you want. I'm bored with that 87 here, and he's going to give that big run. He's just going to get a shot of bags. The 25 and the 88 are going to be the driver's seat here. They're going to get a huge run off the corner, and to the outside they go.
The 88 and the 25, those guys have worked together real well. As the 47 will go high. Well, maybe that give them the draft. I think they're trying to stay out of it a little bit. I mean, if you're smart, if you're the 25 right now, I know he ain't wanting to kind of live off that, but
oh, there they go to the outside.
You got to do what you got to do. And they are 3 wide.
2 by 2, 3 wide, 47 and 33. Are they 4 wide? 33. Is he going to go to the inside? No, okay.
Oh, no. Okay, good job.
I thought he was going to try and...
Man, I wish we had another 4. We're right now at 4 laps to go in this race. It's the 41. Another Ford kind of maybe into the mix, another lap car. So, definitely going to be interesting to see where some of these guys go. I think NRG is kind of playing the big brother role right now to Cansfield, telling him not to do it. Not to determine this race. Is the 41 of Croc helping the Ford, man? This is definitely going to shake out pretty interesting. I hope none of these guys get involved, even to help, one of the SHR guys.
25, 88 to the outside. We're coming to 3 to go here. 4 trucks have a chance to win. We have Bags going for his 2nd truck win of the season. It's a Cup regular. Razor going for his 1st truck win of the season. 1st win in MBN. WVU looking for his 1st win of the season, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. No, he won a truck race. Never mind. And we have the 88 of NASCAR Extreme looking for his 1st win of the season, as we are now at 3 to go.
I hate to say it, but I really do believe Croc's going to try to play a factor in this race. I don't know how that's going to be looked upon, but interesting.
3 to go. There come up more lap cars, 24 and the 98.
That's going to be interesting. As you have the 24s, you have the 25's teammate, the 88's teammate. They're coming up on.
Oh! Bags gets blocked up by the 24. 87 to the inside. 28 left out to hang.
And they're coming right now to get
Still
2 laps
3
to go,
wide.
and this is a gaggle of cars.
God, you hate to see it for that 28 car. But the 87, the 25, and the 88, now the top 3.
Did the 98 play a factor in that? Did those 2 lap cars? I believe so. Maybe just use as a pick. The 88 run the 28 a little high up the track, man. Now
Razor trying to go for his first truck win of the season. Yeah, the 25 and the 88 trying to work way around a bag. Still back there in 4th. And 2 lap cars, the 41 and the 98. Back there as well.
Come on, Bags. Push him.
Oh, 88. Is he going to go behind the lap cars? And they're going to let him in.
Yeah,
like I mentioned,
you let him in.
They're going to get a big run.
This will be interesting. You have 2 Fords right here. Could they make a move?
And we have 1 to go, sponsored by Ronin Imports. Can Razor Sharp get it done? Will one of these Cup regulars do it?
JRM Keffer sitting right now in 2nd. Bags behind him. He pulls out down the backstretch.
And he's going to go with him.
Bags
but the
away.
88.
It looks like the 88's going to stay in.
2 by 2 on the backstretch.
That 87, the 88's gonna be in front of them. Now the real question is, can the 88 pull up and make the move?
88 is going to wait for the last second and make a move. Remember, the tri-oval is a lot further down than any normal track. Or the start-finish line is not the tri-oval. And here they go. Razor trying to make that truck as wide as possible. Into the tri-oval.
Come on, David.
88 to the outside. 25's pushing. Not going to be able to do it. Razor Sharp's going to win the heart of Dixie 250. What a finish.
I think both of us needs a little props on our picks right there.
Our picks got 1 too. How about that? Alright, let's get a finishing order. Do you have the finishing order there, Bulldog?
Yes. Razor Sharp, NASCAR Extreme, Bags. Hold on. JRM Keffer, A-Trot, From the Back, Jimbo Slice, Detox Ghost, Trey, J Hyper in 10th, Crocodile MBN in 11th, Trey in 12th, Republican Racing in 13th, NRG in 14th, MBN Bronx in 15th. Let's cycle out again real quick. Creed in 16th, Canfield in 17th, and dead last would be J_ Mods.
PRS man for
formerly known as PRS man. Man, what a incredible finish and what an incredible race. Great move by the 87, making that move to get in front of Bags.
And so we'll be getting interviews from the 87, the 88, and the 28 to finish this race. Razor Sharp, NASCAR Extreme, and Bags. We want to hear Bags. That's one thing. He was leading the race, and a lap car, lap car was in his line, tried to get out of the way, and got stuck behind him.
I apologize to everybody watching the streams. I did get a little excited for the SHR team. Sorry about that.
Razor.
Fast lap of the race, as it appears, will go for the ones from the back, 50.322.
Ooh. That's moving.
So we will get the winner. If you could suggest Razor Sharp to the party, I will get him in here. And finally gets his first truck win of the season. Now, he had some lag in the race. He went to the back early. The lag went away partially, not all the way. And I believe it got the 88 one time to end that race. Which is not what you want to see.
Razor Sharp, and then it would be Bags, correct? When you do what?
Alright, so I'll wear a blue screen. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Send Razor an invite. You guys are still watching with us. I hope you guys enjoyed that finish. What a crazy, exciting finish that was. You know, it's Talladega, but you didn't expect it to end like that.
No, definitely not.
Sorry, let me get these guys here. Razor, make sure your party audio is set to always allow. Let me get this invite here. And here we go. Your race winner, Razor Sharp, your first truck win of the season. And just overall, first win MBN if I'm not mistaken. Razor, we saw you up front at the start of the race. Finished stage 1 in second. We were told of some lag issues, so you went to the back. You and Jay both went to the back. Then around start of stage 3, you and Jay worked your way back to the front, and you pretty much stayed up front all race. Tell us about your race, man, and how was the truck?
Oh, the truck was great. I mean, you know, I could suck up to people really good. Like, I could, you know, get off the throttle for 2 seconds, get right back on, and I'm already there behind him. But, I mean, great teamwork from Jay. We really help each other at race, try to get up at the front. We can let each other in line, work our way up there. But the race was great. I had fun. That was one of my funnest races I've had so far. But apparently I wrecked everybody for the win, which is, you know, never wrecked a single person. But all in all, it was fun. I know tempers are, you know, kind of hot right now. Everybody didn't get the race.
I was we were on you good with that race. I mean, you were up front a lot. I know you went to the back for pretty much almost all stage 2 for lag issues, but you weren't. We really, I don't know if it was us or just we couldn't see you lagging, but I think you, at least for us, there was about twice, I believe you. And you got to 88 once near the end of that race. And then I believe you got the, I want to say 28 mid-race, or in stage 3, but nothing less, nothing major to extremely affect that finish. But lag happens, man. You went to the back of stage 1 because of it. It's not like you didn't have any race etiquette. But Bulldog, you got any questions for our race winner?
Yeah, man. First of all, absolutely congratulations. You know, great to see a great guy win. Great to see one of these truck guys win. You know, as we saw some lap cars getting away a little bit right there. How much did that impact the finish of the race?
Ooh, it was like hitting a brick wall with Bags. I mean, I was honestly mad about that. I was not going to win that race if Bags was still in front of me. I was actually pretty mad that the 24 just did that to Bags. I mean, everybody else got out of the way so fine, but the 24, he went to go high and then cut right down back in front of us like he was trying to stay on the lead lap or something, which is a really dumb move by him. But
I hate that I
yeah, Bags looked like he hit a wall.
accidentally ended my race.
You know,
I'm so frustrated.
It absolutely sucks the way it happened, man. I'm glad that you won. You know, I've known you for a while, man. And great to see a good guy get out here and, you know, win a race. And it was a absolutely insane finish. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep, good job, buddy. This is Razor Sharp, driving number 87 Chevy Silverado. Congrats on your first win here at MBN.
Thank you for guys having me. GG on the booth, by the way. Great job.
Thanks, buddy. We go one number higher. I'm sure, man. We go one number higher and one position higher. Go to the 88 truck of NASCAR Extreme. Is your party audio set to always allow?
Thank you guys for doing the booth first of all. 88 truck was solid all night, or I guess correction, all day, excuse me. That's not a night race, I almost said all night. But anyway, all in all, it was a good race. There at the end, I don't know who, 24 I think it was, he said, that got into Bags. He about took me out. Other than that, we were pretty fast all day.
You
know, David.
Oh, go ahead. Yep.
You know, David. Driver. I was up here in the booth. I was cheering like a little girl up here in the booth. I was wanting to win. I followed you for the that whole last stage, man. I was definitely up here pulling for you. You think there was any way if you could have had just a little more help? You think you could have got by him there on the last lap?
No, honestly, no. Just because it was all clustered, and I don't know who the lap traffic was, honestly, but honestly, that's the biggest issue that was tonight was lap traffic, not wanting to get out of the way and wanting to push people. And there at the end, I think it, like I said, was the 24 that got into Bags, and about wiped me out, and there was quite a few other people that I think need to have a talk to that were lap traffic. But yeah, just not. No, just because of lap traffic. I mean, if there was 2 lines, maybe, yeah. If I was up on that high side, maybe. But you know, I don't think so.
Well, you put on a great show, Slade. You got anything for him?
Not really, man. I mean, you had a heck of a race. It was awesome to see 2 track regulars in a position to win there with 2 Cup guys. And you performed a great race tonight, man. Congrats on your 2nd place finish, and thank you for your time in the booth.
No problem. Thank you all again for the booth.
Yep. That was NASCAR Extreme, driver number 88 Ford F-150, and his 2nd place finish here at the Talladega Superspeedway. I believe we're going to get...
And the only 4.
And the only 4. Next, we should have bags. Don't believe... I guess that ends it then. We could get WVU. She's... Cinnamon Invite Bags will not be having his interview today, but we do have the... As I'm on blue screen, sorry about that. Here we are. And we now have the 4th place finisher and the final interview of the night, the 25. That's Dalton Sargent, I believe. Yes, it is. The number 25 truck of Cup Series regular JRM _ Keffer. Got to get used to saying it now, but Keffer, you had a very good truck. You were seeming to run mid-pack from mainly most of Stage 1 and 2, at least for what I saw, but then you were up front for almost the entirety of Stage 3, and you seemed to have a position to win almost all of Stage 3. Can you tell us about how your overall race, man? Were you conservative to start the race, and just trying to just chill and stay in the back and avoid the wrecks, or were you just strategy, or what was your?
Yeah, it wasn't so much just trying to stay in the back. It was just sorry about that. Just it is a truck series, so I know it's not. These guys are good, but there's some things to be had there, and there was just a lot of left and right, so it's kind of scary to try to get up there and make moves, and it was a little aggressive, actually really aggressive, kind of like I predicted before the race. If you did check up for somebody, because there were some lag issues, somebody would dive bomb and try to score that spot. So I kind of just, some of it was by design, but a lot of it was, you just kind of get shuffled around. But we got there towards the front at the end, where I like to be at the end, and we had a good little run going. We had Bags and Razor were running together, then myself, Will, and NASCAR Stream were running together, and we hit pit road, and I guess I don't know if I got into Will a little bit or what, but he sped on pit road. Me and Extreme didn't, so we had to go stop. We got off pit road. Got in front of, we actually had a great run, and we had a great run, got around Bags and Razor, but then, man, lap trap, there was cars everywhere. We were trying to go outside, inside, outside. We were trying to talk to people. And I think, Extreme and I could have possibly made a little hay there and pulled away a shade. But, man, one of the lap cars jumped in line with Bags and Razor and gave them a 3-4 car draft up to us. And then the lap car helped push them around us, and that was getting frustrating. And I think the lap cars finally figured it out and backed off, but it was too late then. And then, unfortunately, I told Razor, I heard what he had to say in the interview. Unfortunately, man, he had some lag. Every time one of us got behind him and tried to ride, we got bumps every time. It wasn't huge. It wasn't like a monster lag, but how it is drafting here, man. You're on their bumper, then boom, boom, and you get knocked out of line, then the next guy comes up and he gets there and gets knocked out of line. And I was a little frustrated with him. He washed up the track and I went underneath, and he chopped my nose and almost wrecked us, and then he got to 88, and I was frustrated, but I also understand that this is the truck series, and you know, everybody's got to learn some things. I hope just maybe he learned from it. He did get the win, so good on him. And you know, good on to the next race.
Yeah, man. You got any questions for our fourth place finisher there?
Yeah, well, one thing I always do like to do when I'm commentating these truck series or developmental races. Who was your truck guy that really ran the best out there tonight?
I mean, from what I saw, I mean, the fastest truck was definitely the 21. I mean, the 21 was quick, man. I think he put down the fast lap of the race. He was able to lead lines on the outside, inside, anywhere. I didn't really see him get into a whole lot of issues, so I'm gonna go with the 21.
Nice, man. Well, congrats on your fourth place finish. And we'll see you next Tuesday, or this Tuesday actually, for the Cup Series race. Congrats on your fourth place finish. This has been JRM. Sorry, I got used to it. JRM_Keffer7, driver number 25, Chevy Silverado for WV Motorsports. And that, I believe, is going to end it here in the booth there, Bulldog.
Been great. It's always a pleasure, and it was a fantastic race.
Yeah, man, that finish was very exciting, even though, if you think about it from a driver's point, the 28 race got ruined by a lap car. You know, a couple lag issues could have caused the end of that race to, you know, not be... I mean, it was a really good finish, but a couple lag issues were there, you know. The finish looked fantastic, but of course some issues that, you know, we got to fix. But other than that, congrats to Razor Sharp on his first truck win of this season. And congrats to NASCAR Extreme. I want to say David Wallace. NASCAR Extreme on his great finish of second, back to third, and WV fan, or got Jeremy Keffer for fourth. As you see, it's struggle to get used to new usernames. This has been Slade84 and Bulldog. Catch you guys next Thursday in the booth if Bulldog is available, but you'll still hear from me. And if you want to watch some more MBN action, tune in tomorrow night for the Speedway Collective Beginner Series as they head to their respective track. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a good night.